Hello everyone. I've been getting a lot of console mod related comments and questions which I want to help address because there's been a lot of updates to Baldur's Gate 3 on PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Mac. As you can see here, we've gotten a lot of updates to mods that have been posted to the mod manager, so mostly everything is working properly now on patch 8. I also want to talk about some other things related to modding and the future of modding, because I know there was a lot of anticipation for a console mod drop this week, and unfortunately it's Friday. It's past the time where they usually add their mods, so we don't have one coming this week. And I just want to talk about the future of that, because I think there is some bright things coming. And also, does your game look like this? This has been happening to a lot of people, and there's a couple solutions that can actually fix it. So what happens is basically whenever you load into a map, like here in Kreschelek, it does not look normal. Maybe it looks like this or something like that. There's been a bunch of Reddit posts. Pretty much every hour there's been posts on Reddit regarding this. I've got a lot of questions. I've been able to help out a little bit, but basically what's happening is whenever you're playing the game, it comes down to the video settings. There was an update on hotfix 30 that initially caused all this, and there's actually a pretty easy solution depending on what you're playing on. So you have to go to the video settings here, and it's all about HDR. Now, I always turn HDR off because I've always had issues with HDR, but you'd go into here and you'd go into, you have to go into the gamma correction here and toggle around with this. You also may have to go into your, if you're playing on PC, you may have to go into your actual monitor display and settings there and change the HDR off. But on console now, there's a little bit of a different procedure too. So it's not actually in the videos here. You just have the performance and the gamma correction, which you can play around with this. Sometimes it actually does fix it whenever you just toggle that around. But you can also go into your actual PlayStation menu here and go into your settings. And then you're going to want to go under your screen and video, and then go under the video output. And you're going to go down until you see the HDR here, and you're going to make sure that HDR is off or on. I, again, have a lot of issues with HDR on, so I typically just turn this off, but you can turn it on and then turn it off, and that should help correct that issue that makes it look pretty crazy. Some people have been having issues even after that, but apparently if you're using, I haven't had the issues myself, and using the HDR toggle has been fine with me, but if you're currently using HDR, it might be best to try and turn it off and play without it. Or if it's popping back up, turn it back on, turn it off again. It seems to work. We'll hopefully have a hotfix 31 at some point here, because yeah, it's definitely been a little bit disorienting for people playing their game looking like that. I do want to talk about the updates to console mods. So pretty much everything that needed an update now has had the updates pushed out to console. I think that's what they're prioritizing this week. So some of the ones like better inventory UI, better target info, better top bar, these were the ones that were causing issues for some people. So if you're having mod related issues, it might just need an update, or you may have to uninstall it, as sometimes updating mods mid playthrough, most times it's going to be fine. But again, the nature of modding, it's unpredictable at the best of days. So sometimes you just have to try a new playthrough, and then sometimes trying a new playthrough and loading back into your old saves also works. I've had that happen for me on a number of times. So it's nice to see though, we're getting our mods updated, pretty much literally everything that needed updates. Typically cosmetic mods didn't really need updates. Fades already got updates. So anything cosmetic you can see here, these haven't been updated. Hair collection, hair unlocked, because they're typically fine. It just uses assets that are already in the game. However, other things that require new appearances and things like that may require that. So yeah, it looks like pretty much everything that I've been using, typically I've added and deleted so many different mods, and I typically run with more on PC. They've all been updated. So that's really nice that these have all been, coming together nicely. And in total, there is now 506 console mods. Now, that is crazy to see, because some of the ones that we got here are absolutely incredible. And even the most recent ones, like Rogue Tattoo, giving full body tattoos, Moon Head preset, the one Evelyn face mod people have been looking for a very long time, Fade's Camp Chest, so that you can get all the graphic Fade mods. Now, one nice thing too, I just want to bring an update. I think we'll see this coming soon. So Fade's Equipment Distribution, that's their mod, but there's now the Fade's distribution all in one. And I think this is going to be very nice for a lot of people, because it's a lot to download 12 different mods and then a Camp Chest mod. So this one gives you every single mod all in one. And Fade was saying that he was going to do this for a while now. So it's really nice to see this is now on PC, not on console at the moment, but it was only, it was last updated 5 days ago, only posted 5 days ago. So typically the quickest I've seen a mod come from posted to console is 2 or 3 weeks here. So somewhere in that time frame, maybe we'll see that. I know they prioritize a lot of his mods because everything now is on console. Like we got the oath and order and all that there. So good things coming, but it's hard to say when that mod will come. And I know a lot of people want it because, again, it cuts down their mod load order. And that's why in a lot of my console mod videos, like whenever console mods drop, I talk about what ones are already covered by other mods in the game, whether it be the cheaters ring or something else. So we've got a lot of really great mods. We're starting to see more face mods pop up. And I just want to talk about the future of what's coming with console mods, because there's a lot of questions and I wanted to kind of address some things, because we actually got 2 of the biggest console mod drops the last couple weeks. So you can see here, there's so many great new mods. And we've gotten a lot of them recently. Transmogrify. People have been asking about that for a while. I knew it was going to come at some point. It works decently fine, but there is some issues, and you know, it passed console mod approval. So that really opens the door for more things to come down the line. We're seeing things like that, which edit quite a bit in the game. So I think that in itself is quite interesting and leads to good things coming. There was also an update whenever patch 8 went live, and they were talking about adding partial level editing, and that's now in part of the toolkit. So what that means is making, some people have made mods that change the camp appearances. This is from the base game. I just want to make a little note on this because I always get asked if this is a camp mod. This is actually the Elf Song Tavern in Act 3, but I've seen mods for it that, like, you know, there's things like this all over the place. There's a lot of different items that you can move around here, and these mods either clean it up or change the appearance of it overall. So I think we'll see more mods like that come, where edits to the actual level itself are happening, like people putting different things, different quest items and stuff like that. We're starting to see a little bit of NPC dialogue as well, and it seems to be fine. Larian's been cool with it as long as it uses the toolkit itself and doesn't, you know, stretch the barriers by using moon glasses or anything more advanced. But I do think we're going to start to see some more mods. Like Transmogrify was a good sign of what's to come next. Getting the full body tattoo mods, which Rogue Tattoo is a little bit challenging to get working properly, but it works, and it works well. So for those that are looking for something new, there's been a lot of new mods updated. And if you haven't seen my previous videos talking about the best console mods of the week, or even the mod drops, I do have a full playlist of that. So you might be able to find something new for modding, as I know this week, without any new console mods, has been, you know, people are obviously upset about things like that, but I do think we're going to be seeing some nice new things coming soon. As patch 8, they really did change how things will work. They added more to the toolkit, which is just awesome to see. But yeah, you can see it here. We got a lot of console mods that have been updated here, and I don't think that's going to slow down anytime soon. They've been doing a good job of keeping updates coming. And this all requires testing too. I just want to make a note, and Larian is paying money for people to test and to make sure these mods work properly on consoles. So I gotta give a big shout out to Larian for putting all the effort into making this happen, because it's been such a nice thing to see mods on console thrive like this. And if you've played Oblivion, or if you've played Skyrim, if you've played Fallout 4 on PlayStation, you know the console mods are not in the prettiest of state there, because there's a bunch of issues that do pop up, and you can't use outside models or shaders or anything like that. So the mods are like different color trees and slightly different this, that, the other, and it's not the greatest console mod experience. Whereas Baldur's Gate 3 got new classes, pretty much everything but new races, which is unfortunate, but I will be talking about that a little bit in more depth as I find more ways to kind of work around those things. But yeah, I do think we have some good things coming, so I just want to provide an update on all of that, whether it be the new mod updates, what's to come next for modding, the amazing mods we've already got, 500, and I can sense that we'll be getting much, much more. There is 6,755 mods on the Mod.io website in total, with 506 of them being on console now. So I think we're going to see upwards of 1,000 mods in total. We'll have to see, obviously, but it just depends how long they are intending to support console mods. But I do think that it does sell consoles or console sales of the game, so we'll probably see some more. But yeah, just want to highlight some nice, good, positive stuff here. Let me know if you have any comments or questions, and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next video.